I'm with Jim Barbaresso. He's the Senior Vice President of HNTB Corporation. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. This has been a
Excellent.
great show.
Yeah, good week in Montreal?
Yeah, beautiful city.
Okay, let's talk about cars.
Okay.
Okay, where do you expect cars will be in the future?
Yeah, and when you think about vehicles for conveyance of people in the future, you think about automated, connected, electric, and shared. That's really where the industry seems to be going also. Even the auto companies in Detroit, where I'm located, are talking about fleets of shared vehicles. And that's the new mobility model for the auto industry. So automated, connected, electric, and shared.
So you mean shared like through an app, like we have some services now, just more of that sort of thing?
Yeah, and shared being a number of things. A multi-passenger vehicle or a transportation network company like Uber, Lyft, Maven, but also vehicle sharing in the sense that you can go down to a corner or go to a mobility hub and rent the car for a couple of hours.
Right.
So that kind of thing. And in urban environments, that's really going to be important for the future, is to have those types of shared mobility services, and they cover a big spectrum, from big transit vehicles all the way down to personal mobility types of services.
So what does that mean for infrastructure then?
Yeah, and infrastructure it's very interesting. When you think about the infrastructure, you have to really begin to delve into what an automated driving system, what that might look like. And not only that, but how it will interact with the infrastructure. Right. So you look at business cases, you look at use cases, and you decide, okay, this is the way the infrastructure could potentially be developed to support automated driving, for example. But it's more than that. Again, it's connectivity. So you have to have infrastructure to connect the roadway to the vehicle. It's electric, so you have to have charging stations and a modern grid to support electric vehicles. So it really is a combination of different types of infrastructure to support this new mobility model.
Okay, what about safety? Is zero traffic fatalities a possibility?
I'm not sure we can get to zero, but certainly that's the goal. We want to get to zero fatalities, and connectivity and automation are key to that. When you look at the use cases and the various applications for vehicle automation and connectivity, I mean, the primary focus is really on safety, and you know, mobility is there too, but they go hand in hand. So it's about safety in the respect to vehicle communications for connectivity purposes, vehicle to infrastructure communications at intersections, for example, or in work zones. Right. And then for automated vehicles, taking the driver out of the driver's seat. Of course, that's going to be key too. And it's going to be a bit of a challenge to replicate what the human brain and our eyes and our other senses, you know, detect. But with these systems, and especially if they're combined and connected and automated, that's when we'll really see the safety benefits.
Final question. I want to talk about another outcome, which is it could be good for the environment.
Absolutely.
What's your
Absolutely.
take on that?
Well, you know, and one is the electric future. Okay, electric vehicles, and having electric vehicles as in a scaled proportion to the rest of the fleet will certainly have a positive impact on air quality. But even without electric vehicles, we can make a huge impact on mobile emissions by improving traffic flows in urban areas in particular where we have the air quality issues. So traffic signal progression, for example, using signal phase and timing information from the vehicles, or on freeways and expressways to have a managed lane situation where you can actually have automated vehicles running platoons and obtaining some benefit, air quality benefits, but also the drafting benefits of having closer spacing of the vehicles, much like a NASCAR or a race car. So there are all kinds of positive benefits that can come from automated, connected, electric, and shared vehicles.
Well, I will be watching to see it all play out, hopefully, over the next few years. I'm really excited about all of this. Thank you so much for sitting down and chatting with us about it.
Thank you, Gina.
All the best.
Appreciate it.